General Hospital Spoilers. Gio and Rocco's disastrous encounter explodes, the big secret that shocks Dante to his core. In a town like Port Charles, secrets always bubble to the surface, but sometimes they erupt like a volcano, leaving devastation in their wake. General Hospital fans, prepare yourselves. A fiery confrontation between Gio and Rocco is about to turn deadly. What starts as a tense misunderstanding quickly spirals into a shocking revelation, one that not only tears a friendship apart, but forever alters Dante Falconeri's understanding of the life he's built. This isn't just about two young men coming to blows. It's about legacies, betrayals, and the burden of secrets that should never have been buried. Let's dive into the explosive twists, the emotional fallout, and the jaw-dropping secret that threatens to destroy everything Dante thought he knew. Rocco Falconeri's return to Port Charles was supposed to be a triumph. Having spent time overseas on a humanitarian mission after graduating early from college, Lulu and Dante's son came back seemingly more mature, driven, and focused. But beneath the surface, Rocco carries a storm. The once sweet teen is now a brooding, intense man who's harboring a hidden resentment, and it's all centered around one person, Gio. To the rest of the town, Gio is the charming new face in Port Charles, loyal, curious, and trying to find his place after reconnecting with long-lost family. But to Rocco, Gio is a usurper, and something about him has always felt off. It starts at Sonny's gym, the place where many battles, both literal and emotional, have been fought. Gio, working on his boxing with Dex's guidance, is caught off guard when Rocco storms in, eyes blazing with anger. "You don't belong here," Rocco snaps, throwing his bag down with a thud. Gio wipes sweat from his brow, keeping cool. "Did I miss the sign that says Rocco only? This isn't a joke. You think you're one of us, but you're not." The two lock eyes, and for a moment, the room feels like it might explode. Dex, sensing danger, tries to step in. But it's too late. "You think because Dante looks after you, you get to take my place?" Rocco growls. "He's not your father." And that's the moment Gio finally breaks. "Maybe he's not," Gio says quietly. "But maybe he should have been." Those words hang in the air like poison. Tempers flare and, before anyone can stop it, fists fly. Gio holds his own, but Rocco, fueled by anger and unresolved pain, throws punch after punch. The gym becomes a battleground of buried feelings and unmet expectations. Blood spills. Gio slams into the lockers dazed. Rocco's nose is busted. By the time Dante rushes in, alerted by a panicked Dex, the sight of his son and the boy he's helped raise beating each other to a pulp leaves him stunned. "Enough!" Dante bellows, tearing them apart. What the hell is going on? And then comes the moment neither boy can take back. "You want to know why he's really here?" Rocco spits, pointing at Gio. "Ask him who his father is." Later, at the PCPD, Dante tries to piece everything together. He questions Gio quietly. "I've always felt like you were one of mine," he tells the young man. But what Rocco said, do you know what he meant? Gio swallows hard. "I didn't want it to happen like this." Dante's eyes narrow. "Happen like what?" Gio pulls out a faded photo from his wallet. It shows a younger woman, her face worn with sorrow, holding a newborn wrapped in a blue blanket. There's something unmistakable about the baby's eyes. They're falconary eyes. "That's my mother," Gio says. "Her name was Natalia. She died 2 years ago." Dante's blood runs cold. He knows that name. From a lifetime ago. A woman he met during an undercover mission while stationed in South America. One night, one mistake, buried in the past. "I'm your son, Dante," Gio whispers. "You're my father." As Gio speaks, Dante remembers Natalia, a warm, vulnerable woman who nursed him back to health after an operation gone sideways. They bonded over shared trauma and a long night under the stars. He left soon after, believing he'd never see her again. He never knew she was pregnant. Natalia, Gio explains, never tried to reach out because she feared Dante's dangerous life. She moved back to the States, where she raised Gio on her own until she passed away from cancer. Gio was left with only a letter and a photo, and a mission to find the man who gave him life. You were always in my blood, Gio tells Dante. I just didn't know if I'd be welcome. When Lulu learns the truth, her reaction is complex. She remembers Dante's time overseas and understands that life happens, but the idea of another son, one she never knew about, it shakes her. I accepted Gio into our home, into our family, Lulu says through tears.
But now?
Now he really is a part of it, and it changes everything. Rocco, however, is livid. He feels betrayed, shoved aside by the man who is supposed to be his father. You always told me I was enough, Rocco says bitterly. But you had a backup the whole time, didn't you? Dante tries to explain, but Rocco doesn't want explanations. He wants space. And revenge. Olivia and Sunny react. Falconary family fractures. The revelation sends shockwaves through the extended family. Olivia is shaken to her core. You have another child and you didn't even know? She whispers. You are your father's son. Sunny, however, is more pragmatic. That kid's got heart, he says of Gio. You raised him without knowing he was yours. That says something, Dante. Don't turn your back on him now. But Olivia can't help but worry that this new dynamic will destroy what little balance remains in their fractured family. As the dust settles, Gio contemplates leaving Port Charles. I didn't come here to break anyone's family apart, he tells Jocelyn. I just wanted to know where I came from. But Jocelyn urges him to stay. You belong here, Gio, she insists. This town has never been about clean lines and perfect families. We're all messed up. That's what makes us real. Despite Joss's support, Rocco refuses to forgive Gio. You took everything from me, he says. My father, my place, my family. I didn't take anything, Gio replies. I just found out the truth. That's not a crime. But Rocco doesn't see it that way. And their bond, once tenuous but growing, now lies shattered. As Dante tries to make peace with his past, Curtis begins investigating Natalia's background. What he finds stuns everyone. Natalia was being followed in her final months. Bank accounts drained. Hospital bills paid anonymously. And then, a surveillance photo surfaces. Gio meeting with a mysterious figure before he arrived in Port Charles. Who sent Gio? Was it really about family, or was there a darker plan at play? In a final twist, Valentine Cassadine is revealed as the man who helped Gio locate Dante and encouraged him to reconnect. Information is power, Valentine murmurs as he watches Gio from afar. And family is just another weapon, when used wisely. What is Valentine's endgame? Is Gio truly just a son searching for answers, or a Cassadine pawn? Rocco disappears, and a cryptic note is found in his room. Let's see how he feels when he loses someone. Dante and Gio search together, building a fragile bond as they race to find Rocco before it's too late. Lulu confronts Valentine, demanding to know what he's playing at, but is shocked when he accuses her of knowing more than she admits. A DNA test reveals a second bombshell. Gio isn't the only child Dante fathered during his mission. Olivia collapses after overhearing a secret about Natalia's connection to the Jerome family. A gun is found in Rocco's bag, and it matches one used in a recent PCPD-related ambush. Is someone framing Dante's son? Dante always believed he could keep his past and present separate, but now the past has come knocking, wearing his own eyes and bearing his name. Joe's presence in Port Charles isn't just an emotional earthquake, it's the first domino in a line that could unravel multiple lives. As fathers and sons clash, mothers mourn, and friendships collapse, one thing is certain: Port Charles will never be the same again.